Is it time to buy or sell Solidion Technology stock? In this video, we are diving deep into Solidion Technology. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 3rd of September, 2025. And now, we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 3rd of September, 2025, our system has categorized Solidion Technology as a hold or accumulate, assigning it a score of 0. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has experienced natural fluctuations, but it currently reflects a loss of 0% since our initial hold or accumulate recommendation. A score of 0 indicates that our system predicts significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. In light of the latest developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction as it remains uncertain and could move in either direction. The stock has broken a very wide and falling short-term trend. Firstly, a slower falling rate is indicated, which may signal an early trend shift. On the reaction, there will be support at the roof of the current trend broken, which is $5.27, a level that could present a second chance to make significant gains. According to fan theory, $7.50 is the next potential trend top level, which may serve as a resistance that could prove difficult to surpass on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of negative 4.2% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 58.52% to negative 28.01%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 22,936.95%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from 5,899.54% to 12,090.37% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $420.57 and $854.54. Our latest daily update for Solidion Technology highlights significant movements in the stock price on Wednesday, with fluctuations reaching 41.57% between the high and low. The stock price of Solidion Technology Inc. increased by 113.72% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 3rd of September, 2025. It rose from $3.28 to $7.01. This marks the third consecutive day of gains. It will be interesting to observe whether this momentum continues or if the stock takes a brief pause in the coming days. On the last trading day, the stock experienced a fluctuation of 41.57%, with a low of $5.51 and a high of $7.80. The price has risen in 7 out of the last 10 days and has increased by 126.49% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume also rose on the last day, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 87 million shares traded, an increase of 87 million shares compared to the previous day. In total, approximately $607.53 million worth of shares changed hands. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $7.80, while the lowest was $0.075. Currently, the price is 10.13% or $0.79 below the 52-week high and 49.39% or $6.84 below the all-time high recorded on December 18, 2023, when the stock price peaked at $13.85. Solidion Technology, ticker STI, is stacking technical wins that could reshape its outlook. On the 2nd of September, it won an R&D 100 award for electrochemical graphitization in molten salts, a process that promises lower cost, more sustainable graphite for battery anodes. Earlier this year, the company secured key patents for solid-state batteries, filed novel silicon anode intellectual property and reported a third-party validated lithium-sulfur cell at 380 watt-hours per kilogram with a 450 watt-hours per kilogram target. Those milestones underline a diversified technology roadmap, silicon, solid-state, and lithium-sulfur, that can attract partners and licensing revenue if scaled. In the short term, the award and patent headlines can spark buying interest and volatility, lifting the stock on renewed investor focus. That upside is tempered by market realities. STI has faced NASDAQ bid price non-compliance and remains vulnerable to dilution or share weakness if capital raises are needed, which can cap rallies. Over the long term, successful commercialization and factory conversions could materially expand revenues and valuation by supplying original equipment manufacturers and energy storage markets. Execution risk, manufacturing scale-up, funding needs, and competition, however, mean the long-term upside will depend on demonstrable pilot contracts, production milestones, and tightened financials. Analysts have assigned Solidion Technology stock a general sell rating. They have categorized the price-to-earnings ratio and the price-to-book ratio both as strong sell. In terms of return on investment, the analysts have also rated the stock as strong sell. The following signals have been identified for Solidion Technology. The stock of Solidion Technology Inc. presents buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook. However, there is a general sell signal due to the relationship between these averages, where the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average. In the event of a downward correction, support can be expected at levels of $3.78 and $3.82. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Friday, August 15, 2025, and since then, the stock has risen by 127.6%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Notably, both volume and price are increasing, which is considered a favorable technical indicator. Here are some additional signals that may capture your interest. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal 13 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 1 day ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 3 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 2 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages indicates a buy signal 24 days ago. Taking a look at the 12-month chart reveals short moving average, buy signal 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal 80 days ago. The relationship between the short and the long moving averages shows a buy signal 79 days ago. For more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for Solidion Technology. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $5.38 and $5.35. With no support from accumulated volume below today's level, the risk is increased, as a drop below the support at $5.35 may lead to a significant decline in the stock price. This stock exhibits average movements during the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is considered to be medium. Over the last day, the stock moved $2.29 between its high and low, representing a 41.57% change. For the last week, the stock has experienced a daily average volatility of 15.34%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Solidion Technology, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is operating at a loss. Even well-established companies can go through challenging periods, often due to circumstances beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profitability and potential bankruptcy risks. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Solidion Technology. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, which indicates that the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this scenario, you may want to enter a position and use volume to determine the optimal exit point. On the downside, Solidion Technology encounters its first support level at $5.38. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Solidion Technology from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now let's review some recent insider trades. The 5 most recent insider trades were conducted by Global Graphene Group Incorporated, which bought and sold 411,370 shares or options in the company. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we found that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 86.958. In total, insiders acquired 493,339 shares and disposed of 1,492,561 shares during these 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $6.78, which reflects a decline of 3.3%. This stock experiences medium daily fluctuations, indicating a medium level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index is at 85, significantly raising the risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal generated from a pivot bottom identified 12 days ago. Is Solidion Technology stock a good buy? Solidion Technology Incorporated exhibits several positive signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. Currently, it is more appropriate to consider it a hold candidate, allowing for accumulation while we await further developments. Our analysis conclusion for this stock has been upgraded since the last evaluation, moving from a sell to a hold recommendation. Upon examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price appears to be overvalued. For trading on Thursday, the 4th of September, we anticipate that Solidion Technology will open lower by 237 thousandths of a dollar, beginning trading at $6.77. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on the information from StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a lovely day from all of us here at Stock Invest.